Hello everyone and welcome back to the Gonzii Sports podcast, bro. I'm your host Gonzii, and today we have lots to talk about, man. A lot of stuff happening in the world of soccer slash football, a lot of stuff happening in the world of the NFL, bro. But let's start with the NFL because it happened a couple of days ago, man. I put a short on it on the channel as Micah was traded to the Packers in a blockbuster trade that the only rival of it recently is Khalil Mack to the Bears. What did Dallas get for this trade? They got Kenny Clark, a defensive tackle, and 2 first-round picks, which on the surface is not that great because the Packers for the last 4 years got the 21st, the 20th around there. So, and most likely they have a phenomenal roster, a great head coach. Most likely they'll be there again or thereabout. So I really, it's still a first round pick. I'm not. It's still valuable. It's just if I guess it might. But yeah, let's continue. And Micah got 4 years, $188 million. Of it, I think 136 were fully guaranteed, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to David Mulligeta for making that deal with the Packers, and shout out to Micah for getting his money and to actually go to a serious franchise, bro. That's actually insane, bro. Your first contract is to a serious franchise. Well done to Micah, bro. Shout out to Micah. Um, Meanwhile, after that, the Cowboys extended Deron Bland for 4 years, 92 million. And yeah, man, Jerry at a press conference after it saying that they want to stop the run, they want to be able to stop the run, basically saying that Micah Parsons is not good at stopping the run. And that he could use these 2 picks to go after somebody still this year, which is not happening. And it's just Jerry being Jerry, man. It's just so annoying. I've only started watching the sport 3 years ago, and I'm already annoyed with Jerry Jones. It's the dude lives for attention, but not the good kind. Has anybody tried telling Jerry that he will get more attention if he wins if he wins the Super Bowl, he gets more attention? Has nobody tried to say that to him? Be like, hey, Jerry, you know how you like to do stuff for the media to talk about the Cowboys, yeah? And yourself. Yeah, I do that still. So, what if, crazy idea, if you actually win the Super Bowl, wouldn't that bring more attention? I don't know. Maybe. Has anybody tried that? They should. They should. They really should try. But yeah. Week 4 of the NFL season, Green Bay Packers versus Cowboys. Must watch and a must win for Dallas. If Micah, yeah, just obliterates Dallas on his own, of just going like 5 sacks on Dak, bro, that is such a menace. That will shut Jerry up for a while, I think, because if he just can get to him, bro. But I bet everything that I have that they will let any other pass rusher on the Packers beat them except for Micah. They will double Micah or triple Micah every single play, every single snap. They don't want that. They don't want Micah to get in a touch close to Dak, bro. They're gonna do everything they can to stop him. But that's where Micah needs to work, man, and go after it. But yeah, let's go through the NFL schedule because really nothing much happened besides that blockbuster trade. Let's go through this, shall we? Because the games start Thursday at the first game, Eagles Cowboys at the Eagles, man. Banner day for the Eagles, and the Cowboys are gonna get mollywopped, bro. They are getting destroyed. Yeah, I'm calling it now. It's like 3 scores plus. Yeah. The defense stinks on the Cowboys. Absolutely stinks, bro. It's atrocious. it's awful, awful. And the mental on these players, I know they still have to be professional and go out there and ball, but Micah was a vocal voice on that locker room and on that defensive side. He held guys accountable. And if you're going back to the sidelines, you don't see 11 coming on the field, bro. That has to like rattle you a bit. And again, he's amazing. But I'm with Nick right on this from 464. Shout out to the goat, yeah. That they should have traded Dak. They should have traded him, but then they paid Dak, and that's okay. But you can't pay both. You can't pay CD and Parsons. You have to make a choice. And the Cowboys chose to pay CD. So it is what it is, man. I think the Cowboys are in for a rude awakening. And I don't recall. Let me just check my predictions real quick here on my agenda because I had that written. Okay, here we are. So I had the Cowboys finishing last and they're going to stay last. But now that brings a problem because I had the Packers missing the playoffs. And now I have to try to fit them in. Oh my Lord have mercy. Yeah, the Packers are making the playoffs, man. They might win it all, actually. Yeah, that's how good they are this year. This changes everything for the Packers, bro. Defensively, they're already solid, but now they are incredible. The problem last year was rushing the passer, and now they have Micah Parsons, bro. So I don't know. I don't have them go to the Super Bowl though. I still believe the Rams will make it, but for sure they're in the playoffs. For sure. For sure. I'm gonna stick with my predictions though. I'm not gonna change it. They're done. They're done. I choose them. The thing is, I waited to do them on Wednesday. Yeah, because I don't know, something happened, a trade, an injury, something like that happens, and I want to be prepared. And then I do my predictions, and 2 days later, he gets traded to the Packers. Oh man. Yeah, let's keep going. Oh my God. Then the Eagles are gonna roll the Cowboys for sure. Then the Chargers against the Chiefs in Brazil. Chiefs by a landslide. Yeah, I have Arizona Chiefs vibes from this game. I think the Chiefs, that was the week one when Mahomes won the MVP that season. He was the first player since Kurt Warner, I believe it was, winning MVP and Super Bowl MVP that season. I think, yeah, 2022, where the Chiefs scored 44 on the Cardinals, bro. So I'm envisioning the same. Yeah, I give. I think it will be like that. I think Mahomes is back with a vengeance, bro. I think the deep ball is back. Rice will miss the first 6 games, but they won't need Rice. They have Thornton. They have 8 receivers on the chart, and bro, they're gonna air it out. Kelsey will be better. The run will be better with Pacheco. It will open everything up, and they're just going to coast to a win against the Chargers for sure. Up, it's the Colts Dolphins, the greatest mid-off of all time. Mid versus mid. Jets Steelers. Revenge game. Either the Steelers or Aaron Rodgers. Good game to watch for sure. I mean, good game in terms defensively because offensively is gonna suck. Both teams offensively stink. So if you want, that game is a defense watch. Then Jacks Panthers, the Jacks should win comfortably. Saints Cardinals, the Cardinals should win comfortably. Commanders Giants, now that's a game because that defensive line for the Giants. Let's see what problems they can give Jaden. I still expect the Commanders to win, but that D line will going to be a problem, man, for the Giants. Then Falcons Buccaneers, Bucks should win. Browns Bengals. Keep your eye on this game because it's Joe Flacco completely healthy, everybody healthy on the Browns. And the Bengals, the O-line stinks, the defense is atrocious. So I know they got Trey back, but even with Trey last year, they were poor. So they looked awful in the preseason. So let's see what they do. But the Bengals should win, and they must win. But they struggle. They always struggle with the Browns. Then Patriots Raiders, very good game, very good game. See Genty, Brock Bowers, and everything. See the new offense for the Raiders. See what Pete Carroll can do with that defense. They don't have a very good defense. See what they can do with Crosby around the trenches to get to Drake and everything. Then Seahawks, Niners. Um, I expect that it's a tough game, right? Because you have Darnold with the new, in a new team, new offense, new scheme, new everything for Darnold, and Purdy is Sky Moore. So it's tough. It's tough. Broncos Titans, sneaky good game. Let's see how Cam Moore does. Then Packers Lions, must watch. That's going to be an incredible game. Micah will be on the pitch count for sure, but I expect the Packers to. Oh, it's tough to predict, you know. Okay, it's in Lambeau, so yeah, Packers to win in Lambeau Field, sure. Rams Texans. Um, Texans have a lot of questions to answer, man. A lot of questions. Is the whole line good enough? Is the defense? Is the defense going to take that next step? A lot of questions on the Texans, and the Rams is just can Stafford still throw, and if he can, they will win for sure, in my opinion. Bills Ravens, great game to watch, phenomenal clash. I have the Ravens winning that one. I don't know. I just think the Bills offensively. Um, Josh has already talked about that he needs to change his style. So let's see what he does. If he goes out there and just does the same he did last year, I think they could. They are the favorites if they keep the same playing style they did with Josh Allen last year of him throwing it less. But if he just goes out there and throws 30 plus times, man, or even more for that matter, I think they are in it because he's a turnover. Allen is prone to turnovers, and he just didn't throw the ball over so much last year because he didn't throw that much. So let's see what he does. If he is a mixture of the two, then we can start talking. But I expect the Ravens to win. Then Bears Vikings. Bears must win. They must win. JJ McCarthy is very raw. I think Montez Sweat can get through to him rather not easily because the O line is good. So, but they must make him uncomfortable as possible. Do not let JJ McCarthy get into a rhythm, get into tempo, and Caleb needs to be on point because Brian Flores has exotic defenses, exotic schemes. He's going to throw everything at Caleb, things he never seen before, even. So it needs to be dialed in. Throw the check down if he when it's there, and just stay out of his own head. So that's week one, pretty much done. Now let's jump back into the soccer world, bro, because a lot of stuff's been happening, bro. Just now, as before I started recording, here we go, confirmed. Isak to Liverpool, 150 million euros. That is about 150 million dollars, pretty much the same. And it's done. He goes to Liverpool, man. Liverpool that beat today Arsenal for 1-0. We'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, man, I don't know where everybody's going to play. I think this might mean Slot will play with two strikers, with Ekatike and Isak. That's what I would do if I was him. Play a 4-4-2 or a hybrid 4-4-2, something like that. I just think it makes too much sense. You paid 95 million for Ekatike and 150 million for Isak. There's no way they're both on the bench. There's no way one of them is on the bench. There's not. Must play them. So let's see what they do. Isak leaves Newcastle like he wanted to. Newcastle get a pretty an amazing fee for him. Liverpool have spent a lot. They spent like 150 on Wirtz, 150 on Isak. They're about to spend 30 on Gahey as well. Especially Kanate got injured in the game against Arsenal. Let's just get to the Arsenal game, yeah. Because Arsenal is pissing me off, bro. They are playing like Stoke. Yeah, for my American viewers, bro. They are a very big team in England, yeah. One of the top six, one of the biggest clubs in England. They spent €1 billion or $1 billion on that team, yeah, and they've won nothing, and they play for corners and set pieces. Oh, You just bought a striker. Why are you not playing to his strength? You he's Gyökeres spent the whole 90 minutes today in between Kanate and Van Dijk. What do you want him to do? You need to play balls in the channels for him. You need to give him game, bro. And you didn't give him anything, and you played like trash the whole game. The game was very cagey. It was not good to watch in the first half. It was boring, it was slow, sluggish. It was terrible to watch. The winner came from a phenomenal free kick from Sloboslai, way out, like 32 yards out of the goal, and he just strikes the ball perfectly over the wall into the top corner, in from the post. Bro, beautiful free kick by Sloboslai. And yeah, man, Arsenal play like trash. They just play like trash. They are rubbish. They play like a lower level team, man. It's how they play. They play like Stoke, bro. They play for quarters and set pieces. That's it. And this way they ain't winning anything again. They're not winning stuff. No chance, bro. No chance. They might finish top 4. They will finish top 4 still. Because this works on the Leeds. They won 4-0 against Leeds. On the big games, they barely scraped Manchester United, bro. They got out of that. They got lucky in that game. Lucky, bro. And against Liverpool, which is a better team, a better side, that luck doesn't work. And you got found out today. So yeah, they played like Stoke City, bro. Then Manchester City lost again. This time to Brighton. Poor game from City, you know. Very poor. The final ball just wasn't entering. Trafford was the best player for City. Like, Brighton could have won like the 3 or 4, bro. Like, it was that lens. It was not a good display for City. And second loss on a bounce. They lost to Tottenham last week, and now they lose to Brighton. And meanwhile, they're not in a crisis, but Manchester United apparently is. They beat Burnley 3-2. Again, it happened the same thing. It happened with Fulham. Man United demolished Burnley in every single aspect of this game, but the ball just wasn't going in. And this is the problem with Man United. The ball just refused to go in. And once that happened, Man United scored first an own goal. Then Burnley, Manchester United fall asleep again, 1-1. And then immediately, ball in the middle, counter attack, goal by Man United right away. 2-1 by Mbeumo after a good ball in by Ende, cross by Dalot did very well, and a goal by Brian at the middle. But then Ende, bro, again flapping his arms around, doing the most, and goal for Burnley once again. A goalkeeper mistake costing Manchester United. And then it got to the 94th minute and they needed a penalty to win. But they controlled the whole game, bro. Burnley, outside of those 2 chances, never posed a threat. Never. It's just that Man United have a tough time scoring. Like, Sesko looked lively. He entered at around 60 minutes, I think it was. He looked lively. He had one cross. He would shine. Fantastic leap. And it just goes over the bar. And he's getting there. He's getting there for sure. And Bruno had to rescue Man United once again. You could see the relief in his face, bro. I was here going crazy. So, yeah, shout out to Man United for the win. They're going to the international break in 9th place in the league with a win, with the 3 points. That was the most needed after Grimsby. And they did it. They did it. They accomplished it. And now it's Man City next, which came in 2 losses on a bounce. I think it's Man City. Yeah, it's Man City. 14th of September. And by then, I fully expect Man United to have a brand new goalkeeper. And that goalkeeper is Emi Martinez from Aston Villa. The Argentinian was left out of the squad today for the Aston Villa game as well, meaning that's pretty much done. Between the player and Man United, it's all done, according to Fabrizio Romano. Everything's finished, signed, just missing the signature on the contract. And now it's just Villa and United trying to find a deal. I think it will get done because Emi wants to leave. It's the last day of the market tomorrow as I'm recording this video on Monday. I'm recording on a Sunday. So Man United will get it done for sure. And there's a lot of rumors around Sancho. So I can see a loan or like Martinez, not a trade because trades don't work like that. But Man United pays 20 million for Martinez and Villa pays 20 million for Sancho, something like that. I could see that being a way to get this deal done, or just Martinez straight up for like 20-25 million. I think that's more than fair. Watch for City with Donnarumma. Apparently, there's been already contacts between Fenerbahce and Ederson, so Donnarumma lurking around that as well. And yeah, let's get into Sporting. My team, Sporting, man. We lost our first big game of the season in the league against Porto. We were dominating the game and we're playing really, really well. And it's 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, Porto scores and lose a dumb challenge. William Gomes catches the ball, scores this worldy the opposite corner, and we are down to nothing. And we were playing so well. Like until the first goal, Porto were getting slaughtered by us, and the ball just wasn't going in, man. And then we score via a known goal, and then we just never could get back in. We should have had a storm wall penalty in the first half, and there's another one which it's doubtful for sure. But again, Parioli, the coach of Port, did his job by pressuring the referees in the press conference before the game, and he accomplished his goal, man. So shout out to him. He played the game well, and he got the win. Now, what this means for Sporting, it means you need to go to the market. The market is nearly closed, and we still need. We already have the second striker. Arthur is leaving, going to Leipzig apparently. So we bought Ioannidis from Panathinaikos, and now we are trying to get the Jota Silva from Nottingham Forest over the line, and we're gonna try everything we can for Yaramai from Deportivo de La Coruña, but that deal seems to be pretty impossible. It's even though Konstantinos of PAOK. I said his name wrong, but it's the winger from PAOK. He's also on the list, and apparently, if we can't get Yaramai, we're getting the PAOK guy. So yeah, man, that's all for today's pod, bro.